are far smarter than you can ever. You are far smarter than you can ever imagine. There is no obstacle that you cannot overcome, no problem that you cannot solve, and no goal that you cannot achieve by applying your mind to your situation. Go on and
something smarter this morning?
I feel far smarter.
I feel just like, let's do it this morning. You know what I mean? My petty is involved. Y'all done woke y'all ladies, y'all woke my petty up, man. Y'all done woke my petty the fuck up. Good morning.
What's different from any other week, though?
Huh?
Right?
This is Monday. This is Monday.
How you know it's Monday?
You know what I mean? Because we on the fucking air. You see our fucking faces. That's how you know it's freaking Monday.
Real talk on Rip Radio.
Yeah, so here we go. Here we go. Let me turn this volume down a little
Turn
bit.
it down.
Turn it down. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Let's get this shit cracking today. Don't even know where to begin at there, Kiki.
Let's begin at the beginning.
So it's Monday. So how was your happy Mother's happy late Mother's Day to the women, ladies out there? You know what I mean? Even you ratchet, raggedy ones, it's your day. Yeah, how was your Mother's Day, Kiki?
Well, I worked and I slept, so it was perfect. It was perfect. My Mother's Day, I've always been like that. Like the pain of my mother not being here is lessening. So I've learned to, I'm kind of running in a sense where I use that time to reflect. I use that time to create memories to think about the memories of me and her. And I usually sleep. And for real, every year it seems like I have to work. I have to work every other weekend, and my weekends are 12 hours. So it's one of them things. I got off, came and ate me the breakfast that she would eat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I told her Happy Mother's Day, made a few posts, slept, got up, and the day was over. Talked to my daughter is pregnant again, so
yeah, you said that too.
I focused more on her.
Okay.
You know,
well, shit, there you go now.
Mother's Day was mothering.
Mother's Day was all right. It was a relaxed day. You know
Did you call your mama?
Hell no.
I knew you didn't call your mama.
Hell no, I did not. You know what I mean? I sent her a text message, though.
Did you?
Give me some credit for that. I sent her a text message.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? I sent her a text message.
That's
Me and my
dope.
sister both decided that we was going to send her a text message.
Y'all
and be like, you know what I mean? That's it. So I've done one step better.
That you did.
I put a card in the mail for her, too.
Nice.
So I put a card in the mail for her.
Nice. See, that's growth. I can't even hate. Hate on you. Because
it's a little struggle. I've had a little struggles. You know what I mean? I've had a little struggles. Good morning, people, as we get this
hey,
shit
Tasha,
together.
Bruce.
So, yeah, I did some things. And like I said, I sent her a text message, and that was it. I reached out to the people that were most important to me, and I wished them a happy Mother's Day.
I have a question for you.
Yeah,
so,
right, what's up?
I was talking to one of my friends, and he's so funny, right? He was like, yo, I'm only getting gifts. He said, some people are going to be butthurt. I said, why? He said, because I'm not giving everybody no gifts. He was like, if you didn't have nothing to do with mothering me, if you don't have nothing to do with mothering none of my kids, he was like, happy Mother's Day, and that's the fuck it. I was like, no! So, do you feel that way? Does it how do you determine who gets a gift or who gets a happy Mother's Day? Is it just the mere fact that somebody had babies and you know them and you don't want them to feel left out?
I think at the end of the day, right? I'm not going. I get gifts for. I kind of agree with him.
Do you?
I agree with him. I get gifts for my wife. You know what I mean? I get gifts for my wife. Like, yo, I was slick enough. I bought my ex a Mother's Day card. That's about it. You're gonna get a fucking card, and that's all you. When you go to look inside the card, ain't shit gonna be in there. It's just a card. You know what I mean? My mother, I'm not. I used to, but you know that the weird relationship I have with my mom. So you know what I mean. Do not be surprised that all she got was a card.
I have come to the point in my life where the children of my fathers do not fuck with me. Like, I didn't know. Like, my Brittany's dad said Happy Mother's Day because she made a post about me and her. So he snuck in Happy Mother's Day to y'all. London daddy ain't even, girl. I mean, he ain't even. No. I guess whatever the fuck with me. I guess with him, he don't fuck with me.
He don't fuck with you. I
guess
you know
not.
What I mean, like my exes. I sent her a fucking card. You know what I mean? My other baby mother, I'm not sending her shit. Fuck that bitch. You know what I mean? Bitch, give me some of them food stamps you get.
Maybe he said fuck me. Maybe he called me.
You think he said fuck you?
I mean, well, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. You know, our kids are grown, but it doesn't matter. But I think that I don't even know if I was offended. Maybe I got
really? You wasn't sure?
I'm not sure.
Are you still processing that shit?
I'm not sure.
Are you processing?
I'm not sure. And the people who I thought would call me and say it didn't. So whatever.
Okay.
I guess I have nothing to do with mothering them. And I don't have their children, so it is.
I mean,
in
that fact, like you have some younger people underneath you that you feel like they look at you like a mother figure. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And if they come and wish you a happy Mother's Day and they want to bring you a gift, because you don't have to be a mother to be a mother. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So. Yeah, but that's what it is. All right, happy birthday happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. You got it to white man. You know we got to give you his name. So white man's look at this look on his face. White man, your name for the day is Gold Medal Flower.
He's shaking his head. Hey,
Gold Medal Flower.
You can be used for a lot of things.
Yes.
Empanadas, Coke. Look, don't they make Coke? Don't they use flour to make Coke?
I don't know.
No, baking soda.
Oh,
no.
my God.
I just gave that away. Shh.
Don't say that out loud. All right. So, a little bit of, these playoffs, these NBA playoffs are fucking dope. You know what I mean? Me and my wife be sitting back watching them.
Philly.
You know what I mean? Philly came back. They got their big man. They came back. They got their big man. They came back. They were down 2-0 and it was looking real suspect. Like, you niggas gonna get up out of here. But they went back to Philly, got their shit together, man. The last 2 games have been real interesting. Just
the fourth quarter was
fat bastard. What's his name?
Don't
James
call him
Harden.
a fat
Fuck
bastard.
James Harden. He had a little flash, a little sweet. He was feeling a little something last night. But the mere fact is, you're still a bum. You know what I mean?
I wonder how it feels when you play your other team and they kind of know what time it is with you. Like,
they know what you're gonna do.
And that. So, do you think that has something to do with them coming back and winning? Like, you think that had anything to do with it? Because they was down.
It's possible. It's possible. What I like about Miami is they stay right there with you. Miami is staying right there with you. Now, hold on, moving. Let's switch gears. Let's go to another. Because I like Phoenix. I like Phoenix over fucking Dallas.
Oh my God.
I like Phoenix. I'm gonna say it again. I like Phoenix over Dallas. I do. I like Phoenix over Dallas. Mm-hmm. Hold on. I like Golden State over the Grizzlies. You know what I mean? Ja Morant. Let me say this. Cut that fucking shit out, young fella. Cut that shit out. You're looking real suspect right now. You know what I mean? Double bail his ass. He hobbling off the joint. Nigga just grazed his hand on his knee. It's not like he cracked him in the knee or something happened.
We've seen it before. Nigga,
you were just getting your ass whooped. You just feel some type of way.
He could not finish that game out like that. He couldn't. He had nothing left.
Come on, Golden State did what they do. You know what I mean? Like, Memphis, they will be a good team later on down the line. You know what I mean? As they get some maturity under their belt and they grow. But right now, Golden State going to have their way with you. Golden State is going to motherfucking. I say Golden State.
Who's a Grizzly fan? Like, show me one.
I don't know.
Show me one. You know one?
No.
Gold Medal Flower. You know any Grizzly fans?
No.
He's like, no, I don't. No.
I mean, but the playoffs have been dope. I think it's been really dope because I was able to sit back and watch the playoffs with wife.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you, J Blood. But if you're a Grizzly fan, please stand up. And I'm gonna need you to name your front four. You better.
If John Morant can't be on that list.
He can't be in because he's out.
Be on that list.
The fat bastard.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying. Look.
He's hurt. He's faking.
I think that's what it is. I think that's exactly what it is. He's fraud. That injury was a fraud, but later for that. Yo, your boy Des Bryant. What the fuck is he on? Dez. Did somebody bump Dez's head?
No.
Because Dez said he's not retired.
He's not. Name an official retirement. Name it. Name the day that he said he officially. Name it.
I cannot name a day that he said he officially retired.
Nope. He got hurt, and then we never heard from him again. But he is not retired.
Okay, so
and he said there's only one team that he wants to play with.
And it was that the Cardinals.
That's the Cardinals. He's a fan of Kyler Murray. He's a fan of the coach. He said, and to me, I was like, when, bro? Because I follow you. When have you ever named the coach? When have you ever? But he's been gone for a while, so I mean, maybe they should look his way though. D Hop in some trouble. He's suspended. He's suspended for alleged use of performance enhancement drugs. So he's
still
got
not going to
few.
give Dez a chance. You know what I mean?
I think they should look his way. No,
Dez is categorized like Terrell Owens. You're not going to give him a chance.
Don't do it.
They're
He
like
ain't even
Terrell.
old as T.O. Gold medal flower. Could you not see Dez playing with the Cardinals until D Hop can come back?
He's going to give it an honest opinion.
I like him too.
I don't see it happening.
Gold medal.
Gold medal is in a whole nother.
He's in a whole nother world.
He's just looking at you like you're really going to make me answer this
I'm
shit.
gonna make you answer
he's
this
like,
shit.
you're really going to make me answer this shit. Like,
Get into it. Football. He's a football fanatic.
Yeah, but he knows what's real.
You can't see gold.
Football fanatic wearing a baseball jersey.
Wearing a baseball jersey with the matching mask.
Yes.
I thought you were going to talk about Jerry Jones's car accident.
We're getting there.
We're going to get there. We're going to get there.
Because
what were you doing?
Cardinals, let's see, they got Marquise Hollywood Brown through a trade during the draft.
You like to say his whole name. I don't get it.
I don't know why they call him Hollywood.
Right.
But he'll be a okay fit for the time being.
Until they come back, until they can mesh again. Okay. He go blanket talking about he's slow and can't get no separation, and he's a head case. Ain't no lie there.
I don't think he's a head. I don't know where they're getting this head case problem. The issue. I don't see it. When he was with the Ravens, he didn't have an issue. So it's just. So to me, the way I see it is
he's just prone to be hurt.
Yeah.
He's got that ankle issue.
I think. I mean, he was healthy when he was with us.
Yeah.
And I think that if he gets a tryout, we'll see what happens and go from there. Because Cardinals do need another person. Because, like you said, Hopkins going to be out for at least half the season.
At least half the season.
So.
Yep. And truth is, Dez is still in good shape. I watch him; he works out. Dez is still in good shape. Truth is.
Yeah. So
I think Dez just needs to sit the fuck down in the pasture where he's at. Just remain there, bro. It's okay.
The pasture, though.
The pasture, nigga. What's that? USFL? They may need.
Or he could go to that same league as T.O. is, and
he could. He could. T.O. was swimming at one time. Y'all remember he was swimming?
But that nigga's physically fit.
He's
T.O. is
fit
physically,
as fuck.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so talk about this Jerry Jones shit real quick. Come on, because he don't want to talk about that, so I'm going to ask you to talk about. Let's talk about the Jerry Jones shit. Her owner's a dumbass. Yeah. Her owner did some dumbass
shit. He's loose. Like, what's going on?
Based off of what I saw the video.
Okay.
I really think it was the other driver's fault.
I believe so
because he was doing. It didn't seem like a legal turn. It felt like
it was off.
He was like the person was going straight, but then decided to turn, and Jerry, was doing his normal, figures like, hey, let me continue on, and because he has the right of way. So I really think it was the other car's fault.
And it's just because it's him. Because I've been wrong as two left shoes, but I still would have fell out with my neck in my hand. I'd have fell out holding my kidneys. I'd have took them out and handed like I'm going to get some money.
I got T-boned by Jerry Jones.
Exactly. I got soft tissue damage.
I'm going to get something. I'm going to get paid.
I got soft tissue damage.
Yeah, but
damn, not the soft tissue damage. Okay.
So.
It's stupid.
Yes. So we'll see how that ends.
How that
but
transpires.
Yeah.
All right. Guess it's time for a little news.
Just a little bit.
Just a little news. Little news for y'all. Oh.
If you like renting from an Airbnb, just hold up for a minute because things are changing a bit and they're changing fast. Airbnb is cracking down on the summer rentals because they don't want people to have parties in their houses no more. And what the fuck do you get an Airbnb for if not to have a party?
True, but you know what I mean? But still belongs to somebody, you know what I mean? And you have a party and you in there fucking shit up.
No, because that's not the stipulation. Because when you sign off on things, you understand the stipulations with that.
Yeah.
So it's not like everybody that has a party, it's potential for it to happen, but it doesn't happen.
Okay,
so guess what? It's they fucking lost.
Okay, so it's they fucking
I go
lost.
somewhere else.
Fuck it, you know what I mean?
Go somewhere else.
VRMB or some shit like that?
Verbo.
Yeah,
Verbo.
Okay.
Congratulations to MJ and LeBron. Their tequila companies are the finalists for the same award, which I haven't tried either one of them. Have anybody else tried it?
Yep.
You know what I
I've
mean?
had Michael Jordan on several occasions.
And how was Michael Jordan's?
Perfection.
For real?
Awesome. Amazing.
So you're
Delicious.
saying Jordan's going to win
Smooth.
another championship over LeBron? Oh, oops. We ringing all kind of bells over that shit, yo. Like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah. I'm just saying. Have you even seen LeBron's?
Yes.
I haven't seen it.
Yes, I saw it.
I haven't seen it. So, you know, now it's a must thing that I must try and see how it is and see if people fucking like the shit or not.
I implore people to do it. And then listen, so to me, before you taste it, who would you want to see win more? Like, who would you want to, you have to, I'm going to ask.
I'm an MJ fan for life. You know what I mean? So this has nothing to do with basketball. I want to see who wins, who has the best tequila.
I'm glad that it's two black people. Like
Yes,
I'm
that's a big thing.
super stoked about that. And
But is it real tequila though?
Yes, and listen,
Is it not that knockoff shit?
I've been telling you about that. Michael Jordan. I've been telling you about that Michael Jordan. I've had, and it's Reposado.
That's a Michael Jordan one right
Yes.
there. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm gonna have to try that.
Yes.
I mean, it looks very elegant. I'll have to try
The bottle was dope. That black one I haven't had though. What's the black one?
I don't know, but it's something up there. We have to check that out.
I have to.
What
get
about
that.
LeBron shit?
Can we pull up LeBron's?
Can we see what LeBron's is looking like?
It's a cute
This
little
is where y'all
bottle,
know
too.
what to order, what y'all looking for, so you can taste for yourself. You know what I mean?
I've had it. If we can find the LeBron one, do you find it?
Okay, so
Did you find that cereal yet with the
no,
orange
I have
juice?
not
I've
found
been
the
looking.
fucking cereal.
I have not found it yet.
I've been looking and I have not found the fucking cereal.
I have not forgotten.
We are going to find that damn cereal, and we're gonna have it here with some orange juice.
We didn't forget.
We didn't forget. Okay, lady, while off PCP rolls to the top of her what?
Oh, thank you.
Rolls on top of her preemie,
Yep.
kills the baby, wraps him up in the car seat, and throws him in the dumpster.
Yep. While she was awaiting trial for the act, the kid's dad stabs the lady to death. The baby's remains never recovered.
I just had to pause right there because I'm like, yo, this is some crazy shit.
It's
so
real.
you were high off PCP, you rolled over on your preemie, you killed it, you intentionally wrapped the baby up and threw it in the trash.
Yeah.
Then the dad comes along and murders your ass.
Karma.
See, it's the karma. It's the karma.
Listen, the man had nothing to lose. He was
agree.
heartbroken.
I agree.
Heartbroken. And the fact that he's asking you and asking you and asking you, they had to do all this investigative stuff to find out what you just could have said.
Yeah.
Because if you roll over by mistake, you call the police.
It was an accident.
If it's an accident. But I guess you don't want to be tested. You don't want to be, come on, y'all. Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing that people are killing their kids and throwing their babies and shit in the trash? Like, why is it that? Thank y'all. We getting so many comments on here.
Okay.
Love it. You guys are dope together. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so Brittany, what's her last name?
Brittany Griner.
Brittany Griner. She's still locked up, though? Update. The American WM player detained in Russia for 75 days and counting for traveling with marijuana cartridges for her vape. Well, Uncle Sam is finally butting in on the grounds that they feel that she is illegally detained.
Finally. Finally.
Ooh, oh, really? No updates on how that's going, but keep your fingers crossed, and we will keep y'all posted.
Yeah, they stepping in. Uncle Sam coming over there with the flag.
So, do you think it's about time?
Yes, it's been over 75 days that she been sitting over there because of some BS. I mean, like I said before, when I came back with the update and I was saying that their laws for being homosexual, that girl been playing for them forever.
Yeah.
And you could see she gay from across the world. You can see it. So now they're starting to treat her poorly because of the things that's going on with Russia. Russia just being petty. They pulling their petty out.
They just petty. They on their
So America now America's tired of it. Fuck y'all.
Okay, so
Come get my
that's what it
peoples.
is. Get her up out of there. You know what I mean? I bet she won't do that stupid shit again.
Yeah, you just got to find out what to do with that.
Because so ladies, fellas, everybody check this out. This is dope right here. Because women die from unsafe abortions, several companies have been responding to the ban on abortions, right?
Yep.
By covering the travel costs for their employees. They are helping women not to resort to unsafe procedures to end pregnancies. They are now giving them travel expenses for the women to go elsewhere to have their procedures done. Here are the list of the businesses offering that.
If you work for Levi's
and Strauss, right? Lyft, Yelp, Amazon, Citigroup, and Salesforce are paying your way. So if you go out there, you had a baby, you're getting fucking, you had one of them drunk nights and you just couldn't afford the plan B and you get pregnant, you know what I mean? This company, you work for that company, they're going to play to send you over here to get the shit taken care of.
Now, they're not going to pay for the procedure, but they're going to pay for your travel expenses, especially if it's banned in your state. If they're illegal and if you can't do it, if you find somebody else to do it, they would prefer that you do that as opposed to getting punched in the stomach, thrown down the step, hangered.
Yeah, all that stupid
long
crazy
dick,
shit.
Because long dick do it too.
Damn! Do I dare ask how you know that?
Do not ask me.
Gotta ask you those questions. I gotta ask you those questions. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right to the bullshit at hand. Top 10 Clark Cassidy. All right. So this pink person, in a failed attempt to deny gender, is pushing to get Mother's Day thrown off the books and wants it to be renamed Birthing Person's Day.
Really, nigga?
Really?
Yo, hold on. Even thought of the word pregnant person, right? So it's Birthing Person or Pregnant Person's Day. They then wanted to go as far to say that the word mother is offensive.
Bitch.
He wanted to, listen to this, he wanted to use words that men can use, in which term will compromise any set of, what is that?
Effeminate affectations that any man can adopt and then spin it and call himself a woman. Even in spite of basic biology. Woo, child, this is too much.
Who makes this shit up? Where did he? Okay, so this is a pink person.
This is a pink person who decided that these things that is going on.
So is he? So I have other questions, and I'm not going to really bash this dude because
he's part of the transmissions.
Maybe, huh?
He's part of the transmissions. This is probably a transmission.
Okay, so you're doing a job as a mother, and you think it's offensive?
Yeah, because listen,
Sit your dumb ass down somewhere.
The transmissions. I'm gonna say that, so I don't get dinged. You all know what that is a euphemism for, but they feel like they want to eradicate words that is just used for a certain gender because the gender idea doesn't exist with them. So it is a pregnant person and not a pregnant woman.
So is it fair to say that the things have gotten out of hand? This world has become really pussyfied. It's gotten out of hand. Because
check this out: if you squint and you look real close, they will try to make you believe that a transgendered woman, a transgendered woman that went to a man that is pregnant is a pregnant man. They will try to make you think that.
That is not no fucking case. That's a fucking pregnant woman. I'm sticking to my grounds and my yo. If you were born with a dick and you want to be a woman, you're still a man in my book. It doesn't matter. If your ass even has the surgery and gets a coochie, you can't have a baby. So what the fuck? You're still a man.
Just like the Indigenous Day. It's just
really,
bro.
Bro, it's crazy though. It's crazy.
We got to satisfy everybody. You're not going to be here to make everybody happy.
That's just like the people in Florida that are trying to erase Black history because it's offensive. You know, only reason why, like my wife says, the only reason why it's fucking offensive right, is because little Joe Mary over there, or whatever the fucking Bobby Sue, or whatever the fuck her name is, or her little boy, sees his grandparents. Was doing some some shit now. And the kids are going home like, why were you doing that to people? So now you're trying to protect yourselves.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Because
you don't want your
bloodline
to see the shit that your great-grandparents and your great-great-great-grandfathers and your great-great-great-grandmothers was doing. You trying to hide and erase that shit. And that shit is wrong right there. Just own that shit. Yeah, man, my family was fucked up. They did some fucked up shit. Own that shit. Be that person.
Because you can't erase your cousin as a crackhead. Your uncle, your father was a crackhead. That's what the fuck he was. And these streets knew that your daddy used to shoot heroin. That's what your daddy was a dope head.
Own that shit.
You
Just
have
be like,
to. It ain't me though.
That's exactly the attitude right there. That's not the person I am. That's who they were, but that's not who I am. But no, you're trying to erase it and make it so it never happens. So you can't talk about it.
So Tone, you can't. I want to find a way.
So
I want to find a way to be devil's advocate. I want to find an avenue.
Good luck. Come on, because it's gonna sound stupid. You can't be devil's advocate on that. There's no way. Just like you can't be devil's advocate on this shit here. Birthing person's day, pregnant person's day. What's next? Father's Day?
Mail carriers.
You know what I mean? Well, is the next? Are you coming after Father's Day?
I don't know. I gotta wait and see.
That's gonna be. If you're coming after Mother's Day, you're gonna come after Father's Day.
So what can it be? What can it be? How can you?
It's has the world become that soft that everything is up for debate now? Everything is up for debate. That you have to change everything because somebody's offended by anything. Are you offended by Christmas?
I'm glad that you said that because guess what?
Oh God.
Bill Maher. Is it Bill Maher? Bill Maher.
Okay. What about
Bill Maher? Bill Maher has upset the people that are talking about pronouns because now there's a one up on the pronoun talk. You know, the pronoun talk was top tier. It was the biggest. It was at its apex. There's something that superseded the pronoun talk. That is the abortion topic about abortion being banned. It could lead into their rights being revoked. And now they're saying, so now the pronoun talk ain't so important, is it?
So you know what I mean? Let's be very mindful that people the world or the people, the powers that be, throw curveballs at you to take your mind off the focus of what they're really trying to do. You know what I mean? And we're still talking about Roe versus Wade being overturned here. You know what I mean? And a man is trying to tell a woman what to do with her body. Right? You know what I mean? So let's keep your eye focused. Don't fall for the okie doke where the motherfuckers you're focused on this issue here and they're like, no, look at this shit here. Look at this shit here, because that's the problem with us people. We focus on those type of fucking things and we forget what's really going on and what they're really trying to do. It's some bullshit, man. All right.
So speaking of abortions.
Oh God, here we go. Oh God.
They're talking about overturning Roe versus Wade. What does that mean to you though? Now you ain't getting nobody pregnant. I'm sure you ain't finna hide nobody, but or try to uncover last night. Nah. What does that mean to you? Being as though you still live on this earth, you still amongst everybody. What does that mean to you?
This is some bullshit. This is this new age generation that's fucked up right now. And here's, let's be realistic here. Some of your parents, the parents that raised these kids or their grandparents, are some fucked up ass individuals. That's where we're at now. Roe versus Wade. This is for a woman. I can't tell a woman. I can't tell you what to do with your body. That's your body. Now, me and you, we kicked it. You know what I mean? You pregnant, right? I'm going to suggest to you, look, I really don't want this baby, but I should have took better precautions to make sure that you didn't end up pregnant. Okay, hold on. Let's take this to another level. A man rapes a woman, and now you're telling her that she's stuck and she has to have this baby? Mm-hmm. Why would you put a person through that? You can't tell.
This is more to me about forcing you to stay pregnant. It's like,
yes.
It's ownership. It's to me, it's making you take ownership. Gold Medal Flower. What does them overturning Roe versus Wade mean to you, or does it?
Bullshit.
Or does it mean anything to you?
Sorry,
as he looks up and over.
It's been a long weekend, folks. This has been going on for as long as I can remember. This back and forth, the conservatives wanting "quote unquote" pro-life and all that stuff, which I think is a farce.
You think pro-life is a farce, or the fight, the talk about it, or the back and forth
all
about
of it.
it?
It's the whole thing. It's just like, look, the law was already made. It passed. But for some odd reason, well, let me correct that. The dialogue of the law has passed.
Okay. Yeah.
The unfortunate thing is it's not fully passed because you got Texas and all these, conservative states, switching it up, and then surprisingly enough, finding out about Wisconsin still having a 19th century law that still bans, abortion, and because of some quote unquote technicality. And I think it's like, when are you guys going to get out of the dark ages and let a woman do her own shit? I mean, to be honest with you, because it doesn't make any sense. Because, and surprisingly enough, to me, it's like those who are enforcing these things or putting it out there, like I said, Texas with Abbott and any other,
Alabama.
and any other male governor who say, no, we're banning abortion and all that stuff. And then the funny part is some of the women out there who are okaying it, and especially those who are in our age groups or
Who
whatever,
are beyond, yeah.
and figuring it's like, okay, what is your issue here? I don't understand why you would want to agree with this. And it's like, look, this is your body, and you're allowing man law to dictate it.
Yes.
So it doesn't make sense. And then especially in a time where it's like, look, we're in the 21st century and you're still allowing this bullshit.
What is the Constitution there for? Like, what is all this shit here and all these amendments and
Mind you, the
and
Constitution,
commandments? I'm just saying, what is all that for?
All that for, again, you're talking about a 18th century dialogue that has to constantly be amended every freaking time. And for any women's right, it didn't happen until like about 100 years ago.
I understand that.
So all that, but what I'm saying is, it's like, as long as they keep quote unquote following whatever was said about almost 400 years
to
ago,
the people who are not even here anymore that it applied to, and it's like, well, it says, and all you keep hearing is, well, it says over here, and it's like, you can change this, right? You can add some stuff to it, but they're so fucking lazy. Yes, I'm saying fucking in the morning because it's so stupid. Because you guys are, because constantly, this is why I'm sick and tired of this back and forth of Republican, Democrat, conservatives, liberals, and all that stuff. Because it's like, whoever is like, simple logic is, go in there, make this a freaking law, and so we can keep moving, because there's other shit to worry about. That's true.
I agree with you.
Now, what I do agree with is them stipulating a time frame. Now, I ain't mad at that, because some people will go up until 9 months and be like trying to kill off their kid.
That's murder.
No,
at that point, that's murder.
People do that shit. They will.
But that's murder, though.
Yeah. So I do agree with the stipulation of the time frame. Now, what people I want to educate some people, because people didn't know, but they have several forms of abortion. You can get a medical abortion where they give you the pill, you go home and you abort your kids safely.
I seen female do it. I took a female.
Yeah, and then you come back for a follow up, and then they have the procedural kind when you have other things involved.
Yeah.
Now, if you've ever seen the videos that they give you on that stuff, it is mortifying. If you can come away from that after seeing that video, God bless your heart. Like, you really want to have that done. I'm not judging people who do it. I just feel like the people who making the rules ain't the people that would even qualify for one, because you're a man. But the flip side, which is the devil's advocate part that people trying to come up with, is saying that why should they give a woman right to murder? Because that's at the end of the day, they're saying it's murder. Like, at the end of the day,
that's where the pro-lifers come in.
That's where the pro-lifers come in.
Because those people because they're the ones that keep constantly stating the fact it's like, it's murder, it's this, it's that, you gotta blah, 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 blah. Yeah. They're trying to, but again, it's like, okay, at what point, they'll say, at what point in time, you ask them, what point in time do you consider this a life? Well, the moment of conception. Yeah. And it's like, okay.
They moved it up to the conception.
Yeah, they lead it up.
Because it used to be a heartbeat.
Yeah, a heartbeat. Yeah. So, again, they're throwing things in the wind, and the way I see it is like, look, at some point in time, mind you, we can easily say, I've been seeing through the memes and all that stuff. It's like, look, until unless there's some regulations for men, I don't know why you keep doing it for women. So I mean, because the constantly again, a man is creating these things, and or this is man's law, and figure it's like, and then there's the whole, suspect of this, like, hey, the white folks are losing out on the majority thing, so we need more white women to get pregnant so we can boost up our ratings. I mean, it's all this bullshit going on. So
Sweetie makes a good point. She said if they make you keep the baby, they should help them pay for it too. Period.
They make the government pay for it?
They should. I'm sure.
Well, obviously,
I'm sure.
Fuck welfare.
Welfare.
Hey,
yeah, it's just. But if you decide, because things happen. Like I've had a condom break before. I ain't gonna lie. And for real, none of us are diligent enough. None of us are diligent enough to not have sex during your ovulation period. Like we ain't that strong all the time. Sometimes you can be on that stuff. So you ain't strong all the time, and things happen. And guess what? If that is my choice.
Yeah.
Period. Point blank.
Mm-hmm. All right. I have to get back to this.
Oh, sorry. Before you go there. So if you allow this thing to happen, people, you have to be careful of the onslaught of things that they start to control. If you allow them to say this, that the gay marriage will be on the docket, contraception. Back in the day when they used to have people on welfare and they come in their house and they see the man staying there, like everything can be on the books. So you have to be careful of the things that you don't stand up for and the things that you let pass in the night. Okay, go ahead.
Let's get back to some fun shit. Niggas gonna nigga.
They doing it.
I gotta touch this. Because niggas is always gonna nigga. You know what I mean? They gonna do some nigga shit.
Right now, someone's niggering.
43-year-old Detroit, what is this, Genius. A vending machine.
He bolted a vending machine. Come on.
You gotta look, because if you're reading this shit, you're like,
you can't
the
believe
fuck?
it. Yeah.
He's selling weed and pills disguised as souvenirs to the tune of $2,000 a day for 4 years until some came and recorded and posted the video, and ATF got a hold of the video and the guy got arrested. You fucking snitch.
Up until then, he got away with it for 4 years. Like if you see the video and there's a video.
So you telling me he had a vending machine?
Yes.
Right.
And in the vending
machine,
it was the souvenirs were there. The Doritos would drop. But right behind it, it'd be the nickel bag or the dime bag or the dub or whatever you want or whatever, how many pills, like right behind the Doritos. And it was attached to his house. He had it bolted to his house. He had it, the other side of it was whatever you want, boom. And it just looked regular. I don't know why people didn't realize.
That was some genius shit. That's some genius shit. That is not, think about it, that's some genius shit. You just took a snitch that wanted to fucking, probably another hater that was like, yo, didn't think of the idea. That's some nigga shit. Niggas are smart, though. They creative. I gotta give you this. 3-year-old was found sleeping on a sidewalk at 1 a.m. The baby was found wrapped in a blanket by a security guard for the complex in which he lives. And when they tried to go to the apartment, 2 other underage kids were there alone sleeping. Where was the mom?
At the club.
That is some stone cold nigga shit. If that ain't nigga shit for your ass, I don't know what it is. So the kid was outside sleeping. Right? Because I was tired. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm sleepy. I want to sleep. The other kids are sleeping. The mom is at the club partying.
Yeah. The baby's out. And look, and so many people had walked by and thought nothing of it. I'm getting ready to send you this video, Gold Medal Flower, of the Negro with the what you call it, with the vending machine. I'm getting ready to send you this because you can't believe it. Can't believe it.
Fuck Silk. Nobody's safe. He's going to get me this morning because I'm having some technical difficulties in my mind. It's not operating at full capacity this morning.
That's because
women. This is still niggas gonna nigga. A woman taped a barcode to her hand at Walmart self-checkout and only paid $5 for all of her groceries. Of course, the cameras caught it. So what this woman did was she took a barcode, taped it to her hand. So every time she grabbed the product, She slammed her hand across the barcode and stuck it in the bag.
Look, but here's the stupid shit. The camera was right here.
Above you. Don't you know if you go to Walmart, the camera's there and the camera's looking at you in your face and seeing you. Niggas gonna nigga.
But here, guess what? She got away with it. They stepped out. They got pictures of her and her friend. You know what I'm saying? He probably got it. Got pictures of her and her friend. But guess what?
She can't pull it no more. She's not gonna be able to pull it no more. They gonna be looking for it when they
$5. That's fucking genius.
Yo, that was some genius shit. Like, yo, I don't know what was it, like 1 cent that she had? The barcode was for 1 cent. Where did she get the barcode? Shawty, hit me up. I need to know where you got that at. I'm trying that idea somewhere online. You know what I mean? Just tape barcodes of all my products and just scan that shit. All right. Tampa, Florida resident is in custody. The son of the woman who was allegedly being bullied by a fellow student, the mom wasn't having it. In true niggerosity, she marched right up to the school, belt in hand, and whooped the student that put his hands on her baby. Was she right or wrong? What would have you done differently? Hold on. So first off, that is the mom of the year. You ain't gonna fuck with mine.
Whoop your ass.
And she whooped somebody else's child.
She whooped the child. She was arrested though.
Yeah, of course, because you can't whoop somebody else's child.
Why not? And for real, that's the L I think I take though. You fuck with, you bully my kid, I take that L. All right, I'll go. And I wear that shit like a badge of honor. Yeah, I just got out. What you do? Whoop his ass.
But now you got to worry about this kid's family and everybody else trying to come home at you. So
Let's
like,
go.
What the fuck, yo? That shit's fucked up.
You wouldn't take that for your kid?
I'd have to take that shit.
You gotta
but
understand.
on the same token, I'm going to show my kid that, yo, look, you need to stand up for yourself. So I'm going to push my child.
Bullying is different than somebody.
I'm still telling my child to push up. If somebody's bullying you, you know what I mean? I'm going to support my child if that he cracks that bully in the chops. I ain't worried about you getting in trouble in school for that and nothing like that. Crack that son bitch in their chops.
Because the double side of that is that we tell our kids, don't go tell the teacher.
Well, bullying is a major problem. And so it's a major problem. But you have to also show your kids some heart. Your kid got to develop that heart and go chop that motherfucker right in his
guess how you better develop heart when you see me whoop your friend's ass. My mother is the shit.
Yeah,
I can be the shit too.
My mom whooped him, but now the kid is gonna come back and have your mama, and it's gonna make it worse for the kid in school. Your mama had to come over here and fight your battles. Oh, you a pussy. Da, da, da. So it's gonna backfire. You know what I mean? As I'm gonna look at my kid, I'm gonna be like, yo, go in that school and bust that motherfucking bully dead in his chops.
No, either way, because if you get beat up by the bully, if you fight because kids ain't giving you kudos for being honorable. They not. Kids are just saying your ass got whooped and they recording the shit and they sitting in on. Come on, you may not beat your bully, and some kids can't risk that.
They can't risk that, but
they won't risk it because it's not. It's noble.
I had a bully.
It's noble at 40.
I popped the bully in the chops when I was younger. I popped the bully and whooped his ass, but then I had another bully that kind of whooped my ass, but respected me because I wasn't scared. I just fuck it, nigga, we gonna fight.
The nobility doesn't come in until you older. Nobility doesn't come in. Now, if the lady whooped a child, we think what the age is. If a lady got her belt and beat her and whooped somebody else's kid. So listen.
So now, hold on. You went and beat this person's kid. Now, what happens if this person come on and beat on your head like a fucking conga, like a fucking drum?
I crossed that bitch when I get to it. The lady, I don't know. Apparently, it had to be some heavy bullying.
It had to be something. Okay, so you went in there and you whooped somebody's fucking kid. You know what I mean? You're not thinking about the consequences that are going to come back to you behind this. Of course, you're going to be locked up, but that's the least of your fucking worries because this kid's got family. You know what I mean? And they're going to feel some type of way that you felt as a grown adult came and whooped my child. Nah, nigga, nah. Hold on. There's other ways to handle that. But I know at the heat of the moment, nigga's going to nigga.
He's got it.
What?
He's got the video.
What? What video?
The guy with the vending machine.
That comes after what you get out of this vending machine.
I used it probably like 4 or 5 times.
The voice of an anonymous customer, and the one who took this viral video of how the marijuana vending machine works.
He was selling like souvenirs.
The machine took credit cards and Apple Pay.
It's an excellent service. I think that it just got out of hand.
It's just things you can't do.
That video there says it all. The feds, the ATF, they've seen it all. But a marijuana vending machine bolted to the side of someone's house on the west side of Detroit, that's a new one.
Yeah, I have to say the brazenness of it was shocking.
Before this mugshot, 43-year-old Marcellus Cornwell was raking it in.
Well, we were hearing the estimates were about $2,000 a day.
Allegedly operating for 4 years.
Entrepreneurial at its best. Unfortunately, both things were illegal.
Look, Genius. Is he not a genius?
I said he was a genius, but the snitch, like, yo, why you just shut the fuck up and let this nigga live, man?
And then you on here
So
saying,
I wonder if I could
what
do
the
that.
fuck?
If I could strap something on the side of my arm.
That was a hater. A hater
nigga, I'm
went
gonna find out
told.
who you are, nigga. I gotta rap with you. This nigga had Apple Pay and everything.
That was
He
a
took
hater.
it
That was a
all.
hater. That was a hater.
That's
that went
definitely
told.
a hater. You know what I mean? Oh my God. All right.
Kevin Samuels.
Hold on, before we get to Kevin Samuels.
Okay.
Oh, you know what?
Okay, no.
Stupid shit. This is one last thing, and then we're going straight to that shit because I got something for you. 4 daycare workers in Tennessee arrested for giving the daycare babies melatonin. Because the kids were rowdy and wouldn't calm down for their nap, so you decided to give the kids melatonin.
And I can't whoop a kid, but you can give a kid melatonin?
I'm going to whoop you for giving my kid melatonin. I'm going to whoop you now. Like, yo, nigga, now what are you doing? What's wrong with these people? I'm going to tell you what. Every week we're dealing with some stupid shit with, like, fucking people giving kids shit you shouldn't be giving them and fucking these kids up. Like, what the fuck? Stupid shit. All right. Let's get to it.
I got questions behind that, though. Can I ask a few questions?
Come on.
I got questions behind that.
Get your questions off, because we about to get into some shit.
4 people.
The bodega white.
Look, 4 people. 4.
Yeah.
Daycare workers. Not one person in the bunch said, "No, don't. Come on, we can't get kids melatonin."
Nah,
That's a sleeping aid.
So was it niggas? It has to be some nigga shit. You know what I mean? Because the pink people, they will be like, that's not. Somebody in that group is going to be. Damn
pink people?
There it is. Straight from Goldflower. What the fuck?
Okay, we used to tussin and a little codeine and the cough medicine and a little run a little cognac run.
No. So when I was a kid, my stepdad used to be slick. You know what I mean? And be like, oh, here, take a shot of this little rum, and give you a whole fucking shot of rum. Boy, I was feeling nice and take my ass to sleep.
I can imagine you was a lot too. I can imagine you just off the walls with the shit.
I did some shit. I did some shit in my days. I did some shit.
So may I jump out here and say I ain't knocking nobody who give their kids melatonin. Just don't get mine melatonin.
But you gave it was 4 of them motherfuckers. These little badass motherfuckers. I bet you it was black kids. It could be white kids, because white kids are just as bad as you. It doesn't matter. You gave 4 kids melatonin, and them niggas slept really well though. All right.
Bro.
I'm watching all. You know what I mean? First off, I want to fucking say rest in peace to Kevin Samuels.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Ladies.
Get my message.
Okay, so listen. This man is dead, and you are out here celebrating his death, and that's karma. It's good for him. Bop, 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 bop.
Bomb bitch. You're a bomb bitch.
I think that show, fellas, you need to pay attention. This is my opinion now. As was Kevin Samuel had his own opinion. My opinion, fellas, you need to watch these females that are bashing this man and his death. It just goes to show you the character of the woman. You know what I mean? Themselves. They're showing you who they really are right now, and you need to really pay attention to that shit. Pay attention to them, because who celebrates a person's death like that?
Ooh. I can't imagine one thing that someone would do to me that I would be happy. Death is something different. Like
exactly.
the being punished for a crime, yes, but celebrate my death because of my opinion. Listen, people hated Kevin Samuels' delivery, but you cannot say that everything that he said was a lie. Was it tacky and delivery? Yes. Some people didn't like the way he said it, but you can't get mad at a straight shooter. I'm a straight shooter. Mm-hmm. You're a straight shooter. Mm-hmm. Even Gold Medal Flower's a straight shooter. Mm-hmm. You can't get mad. So to celebrate his death and to be happy that he's dead, come on, y'all. I don't understand. I don't understand.
So I made a post on my page. If you're friends with OC Tone, go to my post on my page this morning, and you know what I mean. It was a valid question. You know what I mean? It's a valid question. You're mad. You're mad at this man's opinion. So why did you let that take so much real estate in your head to have you feeling the way you were? Because we all say it, right, all the time. Mm-hmm. If it don't apply, let it fly.
Let it fly.
I'm not gonna pay this nigga no mind. I don't agree with now. Hear me and hear me carefully. His delivery may have been a little fucked up, but he was straight and direct to the point. Being a person like that of myself and straight direct to your point, I'm like, fuck your feelings. I'm gonna tell you what it is, but you didn't listen to the message. You listened to what he was saying. You listened to how he said it, not what he said. Now, some of this shit applies to you females, and you want to be holier than thou like it doesn't apply to you, but it does. Now, he started off bashing men in the beginning, right?
Calling men out.
Hold on. He was calling men out and letting them know he's going to be calling men betas.
Yep.
And showing them the beta behavior. You know what I mean? But he didn't get the same, I feel he didn't get the same response as he got from the women. Because niggas was like,
man, whatever.
You know what I mean? And when he's decided to switch his shit and get at you women, oh, you ladies lost your fucking mind.
I did not. I'm a woman.
You're a woman?
I'm a woman, and I didn't hate Kevin Samuels. Okay, I'm gonna give you my analogy or my way of thinking.
Yes.
Like, people used to say to me, I can't stand Trump and blah, 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 right? And I would still watch what he was saying because I couldn't have a thought about it if I didn't look at it.
Facts.
And the same thing that went with Kevin Samuels. I didn't agree with everything that he said, but I didn't disagree with everything he said either, because some of the stuff, he put people on game. Like in the audacity of some people to believe that they deserve this when they bring in that, he just brought that shit to the table. Everybody was thinking it.
But
He was
nobody
the
said
first.
he said it.
He was the one who said it.
He said it. So you're so upset right now, and as people say, kind of say, a hit dog will holler. Like my mama used to say to us, the truth hurt, don't
Yep.
it? So is it fair to say that something he said was true that applied to you,
Resonated.
and because a man said it, you feeling some type of way, or is it how he said it?
It resonated in their spirit.
You think it did? You think it did?
Yes, of
'Cause
course.
I think it did. You know what I mean? And I'm watching some of these joints. He's a fucking clown. Why is he a clown? Why is he a clown? Help me understand why this man is a clown.
His biggest podcast that I saw that to me that stands out was he was saying that just because you giving away tail don't mean you deserve a top tier man or what was his word? High level man, or I can't think of his phrase for it.
Okay.
But he was just saying, like, you don't deserve that just because you got good coochie and you ain't bringing nothing else to the table. And guess what? For many moons, women have gotten away with that, just being a bad bitch or just looking a certain way, and they've been moving around. But he was just saying, I'm letting y'all know you may get these type of men, but that ain't what you saying that's what you deserve. And
you don't deserve
a
that.
woman on there who I remember another woman who was on welfare, and she was saying she don't want no man that got a 9 to 5. You gotta have this type of money to be fucking with me. And he was like, why? She's like, because the way I look and da-da-da. And he caught people up in their lies.
Yes. And that was what made people mad, because he exposed you as liars. Now you mad, and I think I agree with him. Because you're a bad female or a bad bitch, as you might call yourselves, right? Does that mean that you deserve that top tier man? Does that mean that you deserve for a man to take care of you and do everything for you and have everything because you're a bad bitch? Because we all know, as you get older, them looks change.
Of course.
And you may be bad now, but that doesn't mean you're a bad person. Your personality is fucked up in all kind of other ways. You know what I mean? You may be bad, but your coochie stink.
High quality.
You may be bad, but you sleep on an air mattress.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Hold on, you may be bad and go to Myrtle and sleep in a bed bug hotel.
High value man. The phone lines down, they saying?
High value man.
The high value man.
Come on, because you know the fucking number.
Please call.
Just call me, because I want to know your opinions. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not here to. Hey, you're entitled to feel the way you want to feel, but I'm just calling it the way I see it. You know what I mean?
Tony, if they call in and they don't agree with you, will you be mad at them? Okay, y'all can call in 301-232-5700. The phone lines are not down.
Is that what you were saying, Kiki?
If they call in and don't agree with you, you gonna be mad?
No, that's their opinion. I'm allowed. I mean, because hold on.
Come on.
Because I'm gonna let it fly. It doesn't pertain to me. You don't agree with my opinion? That's fine. Have a nice day. You know what I mean? I'm gonna hear your opinion out, but it's not gonna hold no weight on me. And if something happens to you the next day, I'm like, yeah, that's what that bitch. No, I'm sorry to hear that they lost. They lost their life. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep it moving. It doesn't hold no weight on me. It doesn't bother me at all, because it's my opinion, just as well as your opinion. Your opinion doesn't make me shit. You feel me? It doesn't make it fact because somebody said it. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here.
Try to call back again, Mr. Coleman. He said he tried calling in.
So if you're these women, you know what I mean? These women, these little women on the streets, they pretty. You know what I mean? You're bad. You're bad. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you're not natural. You bought your body. Your body's not real. But hey, lady, for that though, it's yours. You bought it. It's yours. You got receipts for it. You know what I mean? Does that mean you deserve a high value man? A high value man?
Kiki's opinion is if you can get one, you luck. If you get it, if a man want to pay you because how you look, that's fine. But to jump out here and just and say you ain't dating nobody else can get you unless, and to have these stipulations on a man because your requests and your prerequisites for dating is what they are. So if you get somebody, kudos for you. But to say that you don't want no man that got 95 and you not coming with shit, sis, we got to talk. Come here, let me holler at you.
So here's a question. And Batman, this would be right up your alley. We got callers now?
We do. Oh, we do got a caller.
We got a caller?
Hey.
Caller, who we talking to?
Uh-oh.
All right, well, so like I was saying.
We doing jump Dutch.
So is it fair to say, and Batman, I know you're gonna chime in on this. If a male, if one of these males go ahead and submits to the will of one of these women, these low budget, no having ass women because she got a badass body, does that make him a beta?
Happens every day of the week.
Hello, caller. He's a beta. Caller, who we talking to?
You're speaking with Mr. Coleman.
Good morning,
Mr. Coleman. What's happening,
what
man?
up, though?
Tell me
Good morning.
Tell me what's on your mind.
Can y'all hear me loud and clear?
Yeah, you talk loud. You know it. Yeah.
All right, so I want to talk about this Kevin Samuels shit, and I do agree with y'all that you should not be celebrating a person's death. I don't give a fuck what they did or what. If you have a problem with someone, you don't have to feel sad for them. You're not obligated to feel sad for them. And I feel like these people that were celebrating his death, they some pieces of shit, and they pretty much. The people that he called out on the show, they're acting just like him. They're proving his point.
Yes.
And I feel like you said at first, he was dogging the man at first. His goal was to hold men accountable. I ain't gonna say dog to hold men accountable. When he switched over to the IG platform, because you remember his show was phone call based for the most part at the beginning. Then when he switched over to the IG platform and did video calling, a lot of men start backing out, and a lot of women started chiming in. And honestly, these women that was calling in, one, they might have been calling for his opinion. If you calling for somebody's opinion, you can't get mad at what you get.
Nope.
You know what you asking for. Well, every time he called into the show, he asked the same 5 questions. Height, weight, how many kids, how old are you? You know what I'm saying? He asked the same question, so you know what the type of man or the type of questioning you was going to get. It was these, I hate to say it was these very emotional females that will see a clip, and they will post it on multiple things, and you get the shade rooms, you get all of them to start posting. First of all, we don't even know who the owner of Shade Room and all them is, so we don't even know what type of agenda they on. They will find these clips and repost it so they can go viral. No offense. If you go to my page and you pull up 6 clips of me talking about keeping faith and God bless you, you would think I'm a holy man if you only saw those 6 clips, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's true.
So if that's all that you're seeing, because you basically going off a clip, then that's what you're going to get. And honestly, a lot of these women fed the fire. What they hate about this man, they put the fuel to the fire, because if it don't apply, let it fly. If they didn't fuck with what he said, and if his words didn't mean anything, the best way to go against it is don't chime into the show.
Period.
Don't share the clip. Don't do anything. When you start sharing clips and doing all that, you ain't doing nothing but helping this man, or you aiding the cause that you so mad about.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, this man was a therapist. He was an online social influence therapist, whatever you want to call it. These people called into the show for his opinion. They knew what they was getting into. It's the people that was too pussy to call in the show and be the ones that be mad. And then they underneath the comments, and this man's family, he has a mother, he has a kid, he has family members. These people are finding out that he's dead. And once they're finding out that he's dead, his mother had to find out he was dead underneath hundreds of thousands of comments of people shitting on him.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. And you know what? I'm keeping tabs on motherfuckers, because as soon as you say, pray for my family, my grandma's sick, I'm going to say, fuck your grandma. Because at the end of the day, you don't know who your grandma mistreated. You don't know who who the person, your brother or your man that maybe shot up the block. You don't know who you mistreated, but you asking everybody on social media to pray for you or watch out for you. Nah, I'm going to laugh at your ass and see how that shit feels. Obviously, I'm not going to do it because it ain't going to get me out of my character. But you see where I'm going at, right?
I see where you're going with it.
I might do it. I might do it just because. I might do it just because.
I know you would, Tom. You don't get too fucked, Tom. But that's my point, man. And so you can argue about his methods. You can argue about what he's doing. But at the end of the day, that's that man's show. If people don't like what the fuck y'all, because if people don't like what Real Talk Uncensored say, you got two options. Or we really got one option. Just don't fucking listen to the show.
That's it.
Because you can go in the comment section and try to blast off. At the end of the day, you boosting up the comments, you boosting up the shares, you boosting up the views. So what's your goal? If you don't fuck with what y'all say on y'all show, then just don't give them the energy. That's the problem. Everybody feel like they obligated to get their energy out there, everybody, when it ain't.
That's it, and that's all.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate your time, your comments. Go to him, but don't go nowhere. But wait a minute. So as far as his mama goes, that was foul. How she did find out. Of course, she did find out on social media, and that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
It is a fucked up way to find out. And then seeing how motherfuckers is bashing him.
They said that he had a heart attack, and the lady.
He came and went at the same time.
They said he had a heart attack, and the lady, he dropped on her, and she didn't call the police right away or something, or didn't call the ambulance right away. Ended up calling, they found out that.
But what you're saying is that he was complaining of chest pains. From what I understand, he was complaining of chest pains before they got into it. You know what I mean? At that point in time, hold on, something's the fucking right in me. I know you're a young tenderoni. I'm going to motherfucking bust these yams, but I'm not feeling right. You know what I mean? At that
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
You know what I mean? At that point, I mean, yeah, it could have went different, but it didn't.
People side-eyeing shorty.
He came and went, and here come the conspiracy theorists.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Here they come. He was murdered. You know what I mean? Because now they can't find this female. Her name doesn't come up, yada, yada, yada. We don't know the full details of what went down, but we know this man is dead. You know what I mean? Whether he died in some pussy, that's the way I want to go. I want to come and go at the same time. You know what I mean? That is my opinion. That's what I want to die.
The universe listens.
You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, but the mere fact that this man is dead and the way you ladies are acting, you know what I mean? Come on, Slim. Y'all got to do better. Y'all looking bad. Your slips are showing.
Let me say this to you, too, because ain't no way in 4 hells, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, ain't no way in 4 hells I'm going to watch him carry the shit out of 97 females. I'm gonna be the 98th in line. There's no way. And what it all boils down to is that people who look at themselves or look at their situation and think that shit is top tier and high value, and they call him, he shoot that shit down. Now, what he did do that people had a problem with was that he judged people's looks. But on top of judging your looks, you gave him certain information, and the criteria that he had for high value, it didn't fit, and he said it.
Yeah,
I really wish I could give you high value, but I can't because you're uneducated, because you still live at home with your mama, because you got 7 kids and 8 baby daddies, or 8 kids and 7. Like he gave the criteria, and you knew that before you called in. So I don't understand why I would be the 98th person to come and get shit on. I can't see it.
So
you understand
here's
what I'm saying?
Here's what Ty Bradby. You know, you know I love Ty. I love Ty. Ty said he asks what they rate themselves, and then completely kills their self-esteem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't imagine calling in for advice and being told I'm too ugly to get a man. Yo,
come on, go ahead.
It's his opinion. You let his opinion make you feel some type of way. You know what I mean? I get it. You know what I mean? She was like 35 and older. 30 women 35 and unmarried are leftovers.
That's what he said.
He
said if you're not married and the person has not approached you, and he's talking about me, if you're not married, then something is wrong. Go Metal Flower seems to be breathing very heavy.
We throwing the Batman sign in there?
Yeah.
We got to throw the Batman sign in there. Yeah. Go ahead.
He said no.
Throw the Batman signal in there.
Why? Never mind.
That's what he said.
Here's first off, I'm going to say this. Rest in peace to him, Kevin Samuels. In all honesty, I never, for once, thought his opinions had any value. I never trust a person who gives advice either, and I saw a clip of him giving advice in his car. I mean, mind you, I mean, give it granted, I think, he was a stylist, a image consultant and things like that. And I think that when you start off something one way and try to get fame that way and it wasn't working,
you spin it.
So you try to spin it and you go, and I think the thing is nowadays, a lot of people, feel like the best in this industry that you guys are in want to, not shock, it's the sense of the easy topic to talk about is sex and relationships. And for him, he figures like, okay, he can easily go from like, well, let's to help your sex drive or help you get more women in bed, help you get relationships. In a spin, I have the image, I can help you improve your image. Mm-hmm. At first, I figured it's like, okay, that would be helpful advice. You know, how to dress right, how to smell nice, because I hear he does a lot with colognes and perfumes and all that stuff. That's fine. That wasn't working. So what he does now, again, then comes the shock value of it. He goes after your self-esteem. He goes after how you look, who the people you are associating yourselves with, and things of that nature. And mind you, a lot of people say, oh, the truth hurts, which it's technically true. But then again, when you go way deep and go to the point where it just like seems way off the rails, I feels like that's where he got popular. And mind you, they do the clip thing. You see, because it just seemed like, where is this guy coming from to say all this? And especially to people that, mind you, they do call in, and some can say they're ringers, and other can say these are legit people who wanted to get legit advice, and what they hear is like someone going to a doctor. It's like, well, you have cancer, and it's like, wait a minute, I just came here to make sure what's this wart thing, and then it's like, no, that they'll tell you it's cancer, and it's like, they don't want to hear those dark things. It's the delivery, and that's the other thing I didn't like about him. It was the delivery. I'm not saying you should sugarcoat it, but at the same time, you shouldn't go blatant. It's like, oh, you're 35 and have kids. No one want to fuck with you, and it's like, say what? It's like, who says that? Because then again, you make them feel like shit. I just don't understand. It's like, look, there's many women who have kids and all that, especially this day and age, and you're saying it's like you're damaged goods based off of that don't make any sense.
What's the difference in him doing that? Because what you said was, I don't give credit to people or you find fault in the fact that he was giving advice from his car. What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Oh,
simple fact, because to me personally, I don't give you full credit for you of who you are in this day and age. I just feel like if you are a person who is a quote unquote an influencer, influence of what? I mean, what are you? I don't understand. I never heard of you.
That's our fault, because you can easily liken it to a woman, woman getting clicks and getting popular off twerking. Like, you can easily liken it to that.
Here's the thing: if in this day and age, anybody can influence anybody from anywhere. But the thing is like, if I never heard of your business from whatever point in time, I don't give you full credit at all. Give point example. As you all know, I'm a porn star fan.
Yes.
Today's birthday is Lisa Ann. Okay. So Lisa Ann, happy birthday! Welcome to the 50 Club. Mm-hmm. I know her from being a porn star. I've seen her being on an Eminem video, and now she's a top-tier sportscaster, and she's talking about basketball, NBA, she loves football and all that stuff. And people go to her for sporting advice. Now, everyone will say, well, what does a porn star know about sporting advice? Then you never follow her journey. The thing is like, Kevin Samuels, I'm coming towards maybe the tail end of his journey.
Yes. I
don't know his beginnings. Now, for those, so that's why it feels like for you to give advice from a car, that's where I kind of know where you're starting from. Unless I knew the fact that you were a high-end fashion consultant with so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so.
Which you found out?
Later.
Okay. So give credit.
Then again, I don't even know if he had high end people. That's the other thing. So unless you really want to do some full ed research on this dude, go right ahead. But honestly, to me, it's like, look, I'm not gonna. I think he was here for the moment. He gave some crazy advice or crazy statements to the point where, sadly, he passed away. I mean, like I said, rest in peace. But in the end, it's
you
like
sound like
I have.
a hater,
okay,
Joe.
I'm not a hater.
You sound like a hater, Joe.
Where's the hate? Where's the hate? I just don't like. I never liked his.
Like a hater.
No, I just never liked his delivery on things that I felt like he was never fully valued for it.
You're discrediting him because of where he's giving advice.
Pause, because I'm going to get that.
No, let me finish.
Go
ahead. You're discrediting him because of where he fucking said what he fucking said.
Wait a minute.
He went from his car going to his house. What's there no difference? And here's another call.
So you can't. You can, but I think that you reaching to do that. You're reaching because you did say, because you didn't follow his journey from the beginning. He is where he ended up where he ended up at. When he ended up where he went, which is most people when they die, we go and we research them and find out their path. You now found out his path. You found out that he was a high level consultant or whatever. I
never said high level
or high end. I'm quoting you. You said high end. Mm-hmm. That he was a fashion consultant and whatever. If you look at, that's his part of his journey. You just didn't know it then. You a hater, y'all. You a hater. And now I agree with you.
If you say that, okay, we got a call. We got a call.
Hello, who's this?
Oh, God.
Hold your phone, baby. Hold your phone. Hello?
Caller, who we talking to?
This is Batman.
Come on, Batman. Can you give tone? Give tone?
Give me a hot second, Batman.
Just a hot second, please.
Give me a hot second.
Get it off. Let it off.
Let's start with this. You know what I mean? Because I remember there was this show that I would watch, and she was helping people, and it was fucking bomb diggity. It was the Kiki Morning Show, and it was done from her motherfucking car every fucking day. You know what I mean? And people were on there, and she was giving informative advice and having conversations with people. It doesn't matter where you're at. You could be sitting in your car. You could be sitting on the train. You could be sitting in a hole in the wall, but you're still giving out this advice. So it doesn't matter where you start. You know what I mean? Where he finished that was a little okay. He chose to take his shit a different path, a different way. But you're not looking at some of the things that he was fucking saying. You were just basing it off of his delivery. I get it. You know what I mean? It's self-esteem. He was fucking attacking people, but these people allowed him to fuck with your self-esteem. There is no way in God's fucking earth that I'm going to let another man or another woman say something that may hurt my self-esteem. I love me. I know about me. I don't give a fuck if they don't like me. Fuck you. I don't like you neither. But I'm not going to let you what you say fuck me up mentally inside. Batman, go. Batman.
Simon Cowell, on the first couple of seasons of American Idol, he was just as raw as Kevin Samuels.
Yes.
To those contestants.
Yes.
And it was acceptable and entertaining.
If not
but I'm
raw.
sure it was very hurtful to those contestants.
Yes.
It was very raw. And I think that Kevin Samuels was a voice that we were not used to hearing. His concepts and his precepts was on point because it was not the narrative that we were used to. And it wasn't the conversation that we were used to having. We were having a lot of similar conversations. But because there are so many beta men out here, they will always lean toward the mindset of the women. So Kevin Samuels equally shredded, if I could use that word, males and females. So he wasn't a woman hater. He wasn't a woman basher. I think one thing that we need to acknowledge is that some women, it's challenging or it's a struggle for them to move out of fantasy into reality. And because he had a vision for the Black community and the Black family to take on reality, everything that brother said, he backed it up with facts, with stats. The only thing that I disagreed with him with was saying that a woman, even though it's still medically factual,
let's say like a 5'1" woman shouldn't weigh 145 pounds. Now that's kind of like European standards.
Yes.
But even still with that, I still get where the brother is going. But it's easier to pull a man up. A man is more susceptible to being accountable when a man pulls him up than a woman.
Correct.
And that goes way back into slavery and all that. But no one can hold the black woman accountable. To hold a black man accountable all day, from music, videos, all type of conjecture out there talking about the black man. But who can hold the black woman accountable?
Say that shit.
Pause.
Are they ready for that conversation, Batman?
No.
Why aren't you ready for that conversation being as a black woman?
You can see they're not ready.
Okay.
You can see they're praising this man's demise. They're praising his untimely death. You can see they're not ready for it. But yet they were called in.
It's still a conversation that needs to be had.
It does need to be had. And people are not ready for it because then you will be on the same chopping block that he is. If you hold people accountable and you back up these things that you say to a woman that is derogatory with facts, you will be on the same chopping block that he was. I am ready for it.
It is to men, though.
I'm sorry, Kiki. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
But they can do that. They can hold the men accountable. If a black woman can hold a man accountable.
This is what he's saying.
Talk his shit.
Because the men kind of know where they at. The men kind of know, and we join together and we do that like people in a village who surround or vultures surrounding meat. We join in for that. But listen, women, if like you said, if it didn't apply, they should let it fly. But that shit hurt because there was truth in the things that he said. Was the delivery terrible? Probably so. But he gave it the way he gave it, and you can't knock a straight shooter. If I knock a straight shooter, I ain't fucking with you. I'm not calling you. I'm not gonna.
His premise was this: high value men, according to the definition of that narrative, is men who make over $250,000 a year. Only 10% of men in America, period, of all ethnicities, make that type of money. And all he was saying was, sisters, if you want a man that makes that type of money, you have to understand how that man thinks.
Yes.
And what that man desires. And being as though you don't know too many men that make over $250,000 a year, I am going to tell you that because the brother was a multimillionaire.
And but listen,
he was out way longer than what we see him on YouTube.
That's correct. And when it comes to why you don't know men of that stature, that's when people get butthurt.
Yeah.
And honestly, you supposed to have gave him some type of applause or some type of he was popping jewels. It was the person that was receiving it that couldn't look at it like that. He was giving game.
Okay, but when he was giving it to him, at that point, their comprehension or their listening skills went out the window when he started talking. And the way he was talking, you didn't listen to his message. You were listening to what he was saying, but not what he was saying. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I mean? So if I'm barking at you, all you're concerned about is me barking at you or saying these derogatory things. You're not listening to the message in the jewel. That's what he's saying. You get what I'm saying? You get it? Like, come on, Slim. That's exactly what this is.
And another thing that he was saying is, why not, if you do not qualify, and that's a tough word, but it's a factual word, you don't qualify always for the things that you want. But you do qualify for an average earning brother, an average good black man. He works at the hospital. He works he's the manager at Walmart or whatever the case may be. But them sisters didn't want that. And he also challenged the mentality of us as black people having children out of wedlock.
Yep.
I know I got 3 baby mothers. Rest in peace to a few of them.
I may have 3.
So for me now to be let's say I'm in my 40s, and I'm talking about how I want this high value woman, and I had a couple kids by a couple different females. What makes you think a man that has worked and built a 250,000 plus year life is going to accept that. Ain't no poom poom that good. And those things is what stirred us up. So if you a woman that has 2 children by different men or whatever, that's no problem with that. She's still a beautiful, progressive woman. However, how do you expect to get a millionaire who has a different mentality off the break when you don't have an education, you don't have high earning potential? The only thing that you expect to get from this man and his high value life, the only thing you're bringing is your poom poom.
Correct. And you said
those are the things that he dismantled.
You said one of the biggest words, the most operative word you said was high earning potential.
Yes.
Potential. And that's what he said, because he went ahead and he asked you these questions regarding your history, your mama, your granny, your aunties and them. I'm going country. Your mama, your granny, your aunties and them. And you gave him all of the information that he needed for him to come up with the things that he came up with about why. And then when he made it make sense, you mad and you want to talk bad to him and you want to cuss at him and you want to do whatever. And to me, that was the emotion part of it. That's where you got hurt at, because the truth, the hit dog hollered. I'm not saying every person, but the women that the clickbait pieces that I saw, those were the people that I'm speaking of. Those were those people, examples of those persons.
Oh, Demetrius, thank you. Demetrius Luck, thank you. They were listening to rebuttal.
Yep.
And not listening to hear.
Yep.
Thank you. Jesus.
Appreciate y'all. May 14th, Batman out.
Thank you. May 15th. May 14th.
May 14th. Hey, Sexy Six, I'm going to read this. Sexy Six says you can be a straight shooter without being as disruptive.
Facts.
So I told her, I said, I was getting to that. I said, I learned, no. Sorry. I was saying that
She's absolutely right about that.
You can be, but when you know the person is not that, you don't call.
Why put yourself in
he
it?
was what he was.
You know what I mean? If it didn't, why were you tuning in if you felt some type of way about him? Why were you giving him the views and calling in and knowing what this man is going to do to you? Why would you call him?
Shred.
Why would you
Shred was a proper word.
You gave him his ammunition. You gave him everything he was looking for. Y'all made him the person he was.
I feel like we have done that to the man a lot. I feel like there is a national or universal language for when a man ain't shit. He ain't got his own car. He live with his mama. He got this many kids. He don't work. He work at this and that. We have done that. But just like Batman said, which is true, when they flip the tables.
That's what I was going to say. They don't want to talk about that.
I don't care how bad your body is, and men don't care either, because I see many girls that work at Roy Rogers, Burger King and all that shit get pulled up on in Teslas. Niggas be pulling up and taking care of these chicks because they want whatever they want. So that can happen. That can happen.
It can happen.
But when it does not happen and this conversation starts to take place, you got to eat it too. Y'all eat it.
Okay, so hold on. When you have a man that pulling up and this chick works at the Roy Rogers, right, or Taco Bell, you know what I mean? And she may be a baddie. He's only after her for one fucking thing. He's not. That's not going to be the person.
That chalupa is banging.
That's it. It is. And that's it. I mean, is this going to be the person like you were saying? Is this going to be the person you marry? Is she going to be able to match what you bring to the table? Probably not. You know what I mean? Probably not. Not saying that you can't, but you probably the chances are very low. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. I mean, if you went back and forth to this man, you deserve what you got, and now you're mad that he's dead. Yeah, it's just crazy.
No, they're happy. They're happy that he's dead.
Hold on. So Ty made a comment saying something about their personalities, and what did she say? What did you say, Ty? She was like, I lost it. I lost what she said in midst of the comments.
High value is the income, not personality and character.
Yeah, what about the personality and character? Chances are, if you meet a man that's making $250,000, $500,000 a year, you know what I mean? He has the potential of being a fucking asshole, and he's earned that right. He's not going to give a fuck about your fucking feelings or what the fuck you care because, bitch, how can you enhance him? What Batman was saying, what Kevin was saying. How can you enhance that man? You can't. All you can do is give him some pussy. You know what I mean? And he can get that shit a dime a dozen. It's nothing. It's nothing. What do you bring to the table? You can't do anything for this man at that point. You know what I mean? And most men like that are assholes, are jerks behind closed scenes. I don't give a fuck. You're looking at these men that have millions and millions of dollars, and behind closed doors, some of them are real fucking assholes. Some of them are real fucking jokes. They're monsters. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. But you, as a woman, what are you bringing? What are you making him better? How are you making him any better?
But you will put that on the line because you need to ride good, you need to dress good, you need to eat good. You put that on the line, you will forgo the fact that you can't really deal with a man like that and try to deal with a man like that. Yeah. But I need to ask a question. I want Gold Medal Flowers' opinion. What does that say about the person that needs to go to a person like this to ask where they stand in their life? What does it say about the person that needs his validation or needs him to validate their being? What does it say about the people that call him and hang on every word?
See, that's where I have now. You claim I'm hating.
Okay,
I'm not. Like I said, if you want to give advice out of your car, that's fine. That's fine. I just feel like, to me, it's like I don't value your opinion on it because I don't know where you're coming from with it. Like I said, if you are coming and talking about, medical advice and all that stuff based off of your profession, fine. I'll take some consideration of what you're saying because you stated we know each other for a good while to know that you're in the medical field. I understand that. I'm not gonna get relationship advice unless it's based off of how to present yourself in a more dignified way from an image consultant. Unless what I'm saying is, if you're telling me how to dress in a better way, put on the right whatever, cologne and things like that, or how to, talk to somebody, if you tell me in that aspect, then yeah, I can value your opinion. But if you're going to straight up diss me on the fact that I'm lesser than a person than what you're claiming, that you never even met me, you don't even know me, and especially within a 2-minute conversation we're having, no, I'm not validating it. And based off of that, for people who go there, mind you, I believe the people who call, especially based off of the clips that we keep seeing from him, yeah, I think they were, again, fishing for it. I just feels like, because mind you, he's a hot guy, hot commodity to, everyone's keep going towards him to find out whatever he has to say. If they want to know whatever, what type of, soundbite they're going to get out of him. That's stupid too.
Okay,
he only got rude when women tried to up him.
Right, that's true.
He did come across very contained in the beginning. Right. He didn't always come across rude, but if you jumped out there, you got what you got.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me say this, because Tweeter, my sister Tweeter said, when you sitting in the church, the pastor is preaching. Some things you like or some things you dislike. You sit and say nothing. You make the decision to listen or get up and leave and never come back. So she's just saying, so what did he do so different? Because he would preach something that if you didn't like, you didn't have to listen to.
And I want to say this too, and this is in response to you. We got to call her. In response to you, I don't feel like you always have to go to university, nor do you have to have degrees to understand. You can. No. I didn't say you said it. I feel like that you can experience that and give advice based upon those experiences. And some people, and a lot of people, experience what you experience. So I think that not all the time should a person be dogged or downed or not given credit because where they sit or how long they've been doing the thing, or if that's the thing that they're giving advice on may not be their profession. Because guess what? I am I'm not ordained. I'm not none of that stuff. Mm-hmm. But the things that I know, they just happen to be like life has taught me. Caller,
who are you talking to?
Mr. Coleman again.
What up, PJ? What's happening? Get it off.
Listen, I'm about to delete. First, I'm about to delete all my car videos. That's one. No, but honestly, it's his opinion. Respect. I have an analogy. Hopefully, y'all didn't hit it while I was while the phone was ringing.
Okay.
If a pastor, that's like saying I don't respect the pastor's word if he preaches out of a house backyard or a small pulpit compared to him preaching in a mega church. At the end of the day, if the motherfucker is speaking facts and a certain amount of followers is following him, he's an influencer. I'm sorry, the person is an influencer. If I influence two people and these two people go out there and rob a store based off the words I'm saying, I just influence them to do something. So it's kind of like, it's funny you saying that you didn't respect the man because he started from his car. It's not about where you started from, it's where you ended at. And everything has a beginning. So that's all I wanted to say. Real fast.
Thank you. And sometimes our beginnings are not shown. I got 5 years worth of videos, 5 years worth of stuff that before I even touch. And I got stuff that goes further back than that when I used to guest on somebody else's show and that no one knew who I was and I didn't touch the light of day. And I'm only saying that, not that I take what you say to heart, but I'm saying people's beginnings are not always on Front Street. And I believe I didn't agree with everything he said, but life teaches you certain things and experience. And you take from the meat and leave the bones. Whatever you can digest and eat, you just leave it.
Let me ask you this question.
Okay.
Because as you were saying, as we were talking, and even Mr. Coleman, I was thinking the fact of this. Where do you feel you get your best information from? Your family, your closest friends, or some random person?
I get the best information from my experience. Like I take.
I'm okay. There's I never not. I didn't say that. Yeah.
Okay, say it again. My family.
I said. Forget about your experiences. Everyone, of course, will gain better, knowledge from experience. If you are searching for advice on something where you feel like you cannot get through your own head, would you rather get it from your family, your friends, or some random person like Kevin Samuels?
All three.
Your best advice.
All three.
All three. I agree. All three.
All three matter. All three, because there's some ex-lawyer that's on here right now that can give me legal advice that I never knew that they was a lawyer because now they coach basketball. There's some random insurance adjuster who now operates as a line cook. That when I throw some shit on Facebook, they the first person to tell me. You know what I'm saying? Or I throw some things out on I think all three.
Okay.
My uncle might have seen my granddaddy do something and give me advice based on that.
Okay.
You're constantly learning from everybody.
All right. Here's the next curveball.
Okay.
Same question. Now from relationship advice, including your lawyer friend, your lawyer person, your medical person, or whomever.
All three. I still stand to say
so you would trust a lawyer person to help you with your relationship.
Hold on. Outside of them being a lawyer, they were a person and they went through shit.
Is he in a relationship?
You know what I mean? Hold on.
If he's not in a relationship, and if he's not in a relationship,
did he go through the things that I'm asking him about? I would take that into consideration.
Tone.
At one point, this man may have been in a relationship or probably went through a scenario that I'm going through and can help me guide through it. So I'm going to take advice from everybody because somebody has something. It doesn't matter who they are. You know what I mean? Their advice can be prudent to you and help you. So why wouldn't you take it?
And just like Ty said, bing bong, the stranger is unbiased. They don't know you. Some people give you advice based upon what they hear and not based upon them knowing you, because some people are not neutral. They will say, well, I fuck with Tone way more than I fuck with Tasha. So,
yeah. And that's leading into Saturday, May 14th, the Real Talk Uncensored live show. Tone is going to be very controversial. And I'm going to be a Kevin Samuels to the men.
With some real shit, though.
Some real shit. So be there. Be there, because I got some shit. You know what I mean? But seriously though, like I said, a stranger is unbiased. They don't know neither party. They're just giving you their pure opinion of what this is. Look, I went through this. I don't know, but this is what and give you some information, and it might work for you. You know what I mean? But a person, you know what I mean? I think you can learn from everybody. Everybody. I can even learn from the motherfucking bum on the street. You know what I mean? He may have some prudent information that may help me in my life because he's been through some shit.
Now, let me ask you, who do you think you can get the best advice from? Your family, your friends, or anybody on the internet?
Honestly, in full honesty, yeah. All honestly, I would say my friends.
Your friends?
Yeah. My family, they will try to cater it to. I feel like if I ask my family members, especially like my mom or my sister, it was something I'll have to debate about because, again, they know me more so. My friends, I feel they will have the slight unbiased opinion because of the fact that, you know, they may or may not have gone through the same thing. A random person, especially someone, you know, on a TV show, whatever, I mean, they have the clear, unbiased opinion, but I feel like based off of their answer, I don't think it was something I may consider, but not to the point where it's like I don't feel like fully know the full ramification of what I'm going through because they only know what I'm saying. So the bottom line is, or the moral of that story is, one would have to know you for you to accept their advice. That's different. I mean, I respect that. That's different.
If you tell me a story and you're going through this and you give me, what's your opinion on this scenario? As I'm listening, I'm coming up with questions that I'm going to ask you. I'm just not going to take your story because I know clearly you left the parts out. When you ask me your advice on something, you left parts out. You know what I mean? You definitely left something out. And I'm going to have questions because some of the shit you say to me is not going to sound right. And I'm like, for real? So I'm going to have questions to ask to get to know the situation better. You know what I mean? That's just me.
I want to know why are you like that? What happened to you that you have come to that conclusion and is sticking with it? What happened to you? Because it's something you've had to go outside of your friends and family to find that piece of information out. Ooh. So what happened to you? A random person gave you some foul advice. Something had to happen for you to be held. No, I just feel like I feel that, mind you, we've been watching, all of us. If you're watching from the days of Donahue to hearing to now Kevin Samuels, and you trying to get relationship advice from any person that they don't know you or you don't know them, and based off of a question that only lasted 2-3 minutes, and they're supposed to sit there and give you some detailed information to help you, even though you fully don't know them. I just feel, to me personally, it's like, that type of relationship, I just feel like it's not quite valid. Tone, go ahead, because you're okay.
So here's what it is. So first off, Stephanie said, "Who did you get your advice from before the internet?" Okay, but you may not take, but it may be something in what a person said that you may be able to apply. I'm not saying take everything that they said, but it may be something that you can take and apply, and it might help you with that situation. I'm not saying that they're going to be 100% right or they know you or whatever the case may be, but I think a person, a piece of what you say, like if I come to you for an unbiased, or I went to Mr. Coleman, or I went to my boy for an unbiased opinion, hey, this is the scenario, yada, 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 yada. What's your opinion on this? I may not listen to everything they got to say, but there's going to be something, maybe something in there that can help me with the situation or scenario.
What you did was just X'd out a whole group of people, AKA judges. Judges do that every day. Judges sit by. Ooh. They listen to you. They don't know you. Hold on. I'm going to get my point out first.
Go ahead.
They listen to you. They don't know you. And based upon what they hear, they pass a judgment, or they pass down a fine, or they let people go. They do it every day of the week. You mean to tell me that type of idea doesn't work? It doesn't work all the time. And they get paid good money to do it.
There's a difference between what judges do and what a quote-unquote therapist does. Or
they listening. Therapists don't know you. They listening to you. They hearing what you're saying.
But you're building a relationship. Here's
it.
the thing. Here, you didn't hear. Then you forgot what I said, and you just based off it. You said it just a few minutes ago. It's a relationship. I'm not having a relationship with a judge here. The judge is judging me based off of whatever action I have done. As for a therapist, or if you're trying to get some advice from somebody that you feel like it's like, hey, I'm going through something. Let's talk about it. And I'm going to, like I said, I can get it from my family. The best for me, like I said, the best two scenarios is it's my friends and family because they know me the best. From a random person who I'm giving, like Tone said earlier, it's like I may be leaving some things out because I don't have that enough amount of time to sit there and give them the full detail of what I'm going through.
You don't find that to be a gift and a curse that you talking to people who know you and they're giving advice because they know you, as opposed to them being unbiased, being unattached, not knowing whatever you're saying or feeling anything about what you're saying, just hearing it and making right.
Okay. I have no, if from a random person, that's fine. But then again, at the same time, it's like there are people who leave out some detailed information because you've done that sometimes on the show when it comes to some of the bits we hear. It's like, oh, I forgot to add this in. And it's like, whoa.
It changes.
You change it.
The whole thing.
Change the whole thing. Yeah. Because again, when it comes to the people who know you, okay, they'll ask you, it's like, you're leaving something out, aren't you? And they'll try to pull it out of you. When it comes to a random person, they have this amount of time, this amount of moment to give you the answer that you claim that you want to hear and need.
But if you're coming to me for advice, why would you leave something out? Like it's hurting you to leave something out.
I understand that.
When you're coming to your friends and family, I think that you come in full throttle. You come in straightforward, and you because you want something from them. So I don't understand what the benefit would be to leave something out, and why I have to know
some
you
people,
and figure
some
this shit
people
out.
do that.
I don't know a lot of people, but I be listening to this. I be like, yo, something missing. So
I always say that. I say that all the time.
I don't know you.
If you tell the story, I know something's missing.
Yeah,
that shit don't sound
the story
right.
just reads wrong.
Right.
I'm not mad at you for depending or leaning on the efforts of your family and friends, but I think that you probably should and could I think you could benefit from someone else's opinion about what they're hearing and not what they feel about you. Because just because I don't know you, don't mean that both of us if I've gotten hit by a car and you've gotten hit by a car, and we can tell people what's going on with that. That's something that we share. So the bonded part of it may not be our friendship; it may be our experience.
Sometimes, well, like I said, let's put it this way: the experience can be helpful. Mutual experience can be helpful, but then again, at the same time, if you're not giving someone the full story of that experience, then pretty much the information that you're going to probably receive is going to be limited too.
You wasted my motherfucking time if you did that.
Yeah,
you wasted my time.
You wasted everybody's time. That's just what it is. All right. All right. So
we only got 5 minutes. Oh, we giving 10 minutes.
Okay, so look. So May 14th, this Saturday coming. It's in the Real Talk Uncensored event under the events. Come spend $5 with us. Spend $5 with us. We're gonna talk about some things. If you've never been to one of the Real Talk lives, those conversations get deep. They get deep. We talk about some things. I think the last one we really addressed some issues. It's not a men bashing thing. It's not a woman bashing thing. You know what I mean? We just talk about some real shit. And we're not posting this video live on Saturday. This will not be a live video. It'll only be live if you're in the building. Am I right, Kiki?
That's correct.
You know what I mean? You may be able to watch the video
later,
like Monday or Tuesday or something like that. But Saturday, you're going to want to be there, and we're going to talk about some things. Boy, the topic I got, Kiki. That topic.
We can't wait. They gotta wait.
She biting at the bit for that topic because she gonna want to know. She gonna want to know. Kiki gonna want to know your answers.
I want to know. Talk about and look, nothing beats our in-house energy. Nothing beats that. our in-house energy is
I'ma
like
be
that.
real-
You
I'd be
never
real
experienced
extra.
it.
I'd be real extra.
You ain't never experienced it. I see you better, and I hate that Sexy Six is over in Belize and she can't
wish
be
she was
there.
here.
I wish she was here.
Because I wish she was here and she could talk about shit. I wish she could have called. You know what I mean? I wish she would have called. But we got 10 minutes, Kiki. We got 10 minutes,
Look,
man.
which one we want to hit?
Rest,
You want to hit scenario 1 or scenario 2? Which one would end up being 10 minutes? Neither.
I don't know. Okay, all right. So let's do scenario 1. Let's do scenario 1. Scenario 1. No? Don't want to do that? You want to do scenario 2 real quick? Come on, Kiki. We got time ticking.
2. We're going to do scenario 2. Number
All
one.
right.
Number one's going to, we had to wait next week. Number 1, because
Number one, we'll
it's a
wait
lot
till
of
next week for number one?
components. It's a lot of components in that.
All right. Scenario. This is the scenario. Follow us real quick. Your 16-year-old son, who is still in high school, that may or may not graduate, gets a girl pregnant. His girlfriend loses the baby. You console your son over the loss and express your disappointment in his careless and poor decision-making, and it is hashed out. You help him realize how difficult bringing a child into this world without a career can be, let alone no job and and questionable education. He seemingly understands you. And until Mother's Day, he brings you a gift. You open the gift, and lo and behold, it's another sonogram. They're pregnant again. What would you do? I'll put my foot up your dumb. I'd be considered right there and use a dumb dummy. Go ahead, look, go ahead. You damn dummy. You know what I mean? You damn dummy. I would be so disappointed in my child if that happened. I would be disappointed. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? Didn't we just go through this?
What would that touch in you? Because as a mom, that would touch my whole heart. Like, I would be heartbroken behind that.
I believe it. I would be heartbroken and
We just dodged the bullet.
I would be heartbroken and very angry in some ways. I would be fucking angry because I'd be like, what the fuck? Are you just what the fuck? That would be
you would
what
have
the
to
fuck?
say that.
You know what I mean? Like,
see, this is once again. This is where I feel like sex education is getting, or education period, is getting lacking over and over again. It's like, what is it that prevented you from doing this? From putting on one simple thing that only costs less than $4. You can get any. I mean, if you're going to be sexually active, fine. But damn it, why?
Didn't we? I think that because that first thing happened, I would take the time to say, find out what you know, to input whatever I need to input in you. For you to run that shit back, we dodged the bullet. I'm not saying having a baby, losing the kid is, but it's somewhat dodging the bullet.
You go through the consoling and all that stuff and all that stuff.
I'm sorry. This is off topic right here. This is off topic. I'm taking the headphones off for this one. This is off topic.
We only got a few minutes. You want to hit this?
Talk about Dave Chappelle. Now Dave Chappelle opened his motherfucking mouth and said, "Hey," you know what I mean? And when Will Smith got the shit slapped out of him, this is off topic. I know people, but god damn it, I gotta get it out. He said, if Will Smith wouldn't come up there and do that shit to me, I'm gonna fuck a nigga up. Well, a nigga decided to jump on the stage and try his punk ass, and fucking everybody else broke this nigga up. Dave Chappelle didn't do shit.
Yes, he did.
What'd he do?
Dave Chappelle stepped off with the rest of them. D.L. Hughley was there, and somebody else was there.
Jamie Foxx is the one that fucked him up.
No,
Chris Rock was just there in the back like, I don't want to get hit again.
Dave Chappelle was in on that beating. You got to look at the video. He said, hold on, give me a second. Put the mic down, gave him the skibbity pap.
The skibbity pap. The skibbity paps. That nigga got more than skibbity paps. He was a little fucked up too. You know what I mean? But, okay, it's not safe for nobody no more. Everybody, they running up. Like, where the fuck was security? How did this dude get on stage?
He ran up. Did you see him run up and tackle him? He ran up.
He had a weapon on him, too. Like, yo, how did that happen?
And they said that gun was a projectile knife.
I'm sorry, y'all. I had to get off topic with that. We gotta get back to that other topic. I'm sorry. I had to get that off. Thank you, Mr. Coleman. Thank you. I had to get that off. Okay.
But to me, when we go through that,
yeah.
And say it's Niera and you go through that. No, say it's AJ because he's the proper age.
Yeah,
AJ.
He's 15. He'll be 16
and,
in October.
And you dodge a bullet. Shorty lost the kid. God decided, this wasn't the time or whatever. And you run it back. You run it back. You didn't learn.
My first words are gonna be, "What the fuck? Are you fucking dumb? What the fuck? What the fuck?" You know what I mean?
Yes.
Am I gonna want to put my foot up his ass? I may want to put my foot up his ass, but you dumb. Like, what the fuck did you just think? I'm not raising nobody's baby. You got to figure it the fuck out. Your life just ended, buddy. Your life just ended. I am not raising another child. Hell no, nigga. This is my golden time right now, nigga. This is my golden time. He's gonna be 16. I'm at the end of the road. I'm not raising nobody.
But Tone, that's emotion. That's emotion. Realistically, that's your bloodline. You know he ain't got no job. You know he barely making it through school. Realistically, bruh, what are you gonna do? Because the emotion is gone now. The girl is starting the show. Y'all, she over to the house all the fucking time.
Nah, she ain't coming to my house all the fucking time. That's how this shit happened.
Nothing else can happen now. It's done.
If you do that, right, and this child decides to fucking go out here and he knocks this chick up, you know what I mean? What are you looking at for me to do? What are you looking at me to do? Or you think I'm gonna support that shit? We talked about it the first time you got away with it. We had whole conversations, a whole dialogue. I expressed to you some shit, and then you turn around and do it again? Nigga, you on your own. Figure it the fuck out. Not my problem.
Now the emotion is gone, and Tasha says, babe.
Nope.
Babe.
Nope.
And they smooze you. I'm going to call him Anthony.
Nope.
Junior.
Nope.
Oh, the third.
Nope.
No.
Nope. My mother told me like this when she found out I was fucking. And Ramona's a witness on here. My mother told me, when I found out she was fucking, she was like, "Don't bring me no grandbabies. I don't want no grandbabies." And I've told my kids the same fucking thing. You know what I mean? I want you to get your education first, get established in your life before you decide to have kids. You know what I mean? And my mother was adamant about that. She was like, "If you bring a baby here, you off on your own. You're going to figure out how to raise that shit." Lo and behold, Ramona had the baby first. But I was right behind her. Like, we was only our babies. Ramona's baby, my nephew Will, and my daughter are a couple months. He was born in December, and she was born in February. But the point is, you know what I mean? My mother was adamant. She did not. No.
So you doing that because of what? Like listen. Yeah, he's stupid. It's like somebody said he dumb as a bag of rocks.
Yeah,
he's dumb.
Yeah.
That's your son.
And what's your point?
He got a son. He got a baby coming in.
And what's your point? It's not my baby.
So would you guide him and would you help him fill out application? Because he got. What's the plan?
He gonna have to do something. You know what?
No. There's no way in the world where if he's 16. Perfect example. My dad. This was the sex talk I got from my dad. And he told me this like, hey, let's you know about sex, right? And it's like literally told him it's like. I had sex twice, so I'm good. He goes off, comes back, gives me 2 Trojans, and it's like, here. And this was around about when I was 14, 15.
Okay.
From that point on, it's like, I just treated them like water balloons. I looked at them and felt like, it's like, okay. But the thing is like, I kind of already
gave you permission to have sex.
Yeah, in a way, he kind of did, but at the same time, it was kind of like it's my choice, my understanding. But as long as you stay protected, and it's like cool. I honestly feels like in that type of scenario, somebody, I mean, especially after they dodged a bullet, someone has to reiterate. It's like, look, I'm glad we missed this moment. I'm sorry.
Yes.
But let's be honest here. Someone has to initiate this. Like, we need to get back and to say, hey, we need to talk about protection. We need to talk about, making sure that this doesn't happen again. And I think on top of in addition to sort of like getting bad after hearing the second time, it's sort of been also you got to blame the parent for not talking to this person and saying, hey, let's go back and talk about how we can avoid this a second time.
So in that, because it did say the child was consoled.
No, I don't think so.
No,
it said it. It said it. You know what I mean? It said. You know what I mean? Hold on. It expresses your disappointment in his careless and poor decision making. It hashed out and help him realize how difficult bringing a child into this world, let alone a job and all these other. So there were conversations.
No, you see down here.
He seemingly understands.
Okay,
and then of course you have to say, because you know how this happened, right? Mm-hmm. It happened because you didn't put nothing on your pickle. You know this is how it happened.
Your pickle was bare.
And to me, what more should you have to say?
There's got to be more.
Because that choice was made, I think, on his own.
Right. So is it fair to say that choice was made out of urges? Because you went back because your pussy felt good. You went back to get
emotions.
More pussy. Or emotions. Or emotions.
And it's scientifically proven that people who lose kids always run it back.
Yeah.
They always run it back. They want to replace that child for whatever reason that's there. Like when you lose a kid, I don't feel that way. But it has happened to me. I have lost kids, and guess what? I'm saying lost kids, meaning that I ran it back. And it's to me, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I didn't mean to. I don't know that this kid did not mean to, though. I believe that this kid saw opportunity to be a dad, liked how it felt.
You like the idea of having a baby?
The idea of the thought of being a dad.
And at that point, you're going to be a man.
And pretty much, you got to think about 16-year-olds. I love you, and that's going to tie you to me.
If you want to go ahead and do that, you know what I mean? Then you're going to have to get grown. You're going to have to get grown real quick. And I can't treat you like a kid no more. I'm going to treat you like a man. Like Will said, I'm going to treat you like a man. Damn. You know what I mean? It's not going to be all fucking key and oh yeah, you got a baby. Well, nah, my nigga. Nah, you got responsibility.
Because I'm reminded of the conversation a couple weeks ago. And at some point in time, I wanted to ask you get this question. When should you stop looking at your child as a child? Because, and especially when it comes to a situation like this.
When the maturity speaks up, because you having a kid don't make you mature.
No.
I know, I understand that, but
that's my answer. When the maturity, when you show
that you're mature,
your
actions, your behaviors,
your actions, your behaviors, your responses, the way you carry yourself, your everyday being.
Because at some points you can be 35. You have a 35-year-old child that has not matured and still acting ignorant as a child. You know what I mean? It doesn't make age doesn't make you mature. But at a certain point, if I'm gonna start looking at you at a certain age, you're an adult now, and even if you're still fucked up and immature, you're an adult now. You got to handle your business on your own.
You're an adult because you're 18. You're an adult because you're pregnant. You're an adult because you finna have somebody calling you a daddy, but yet you ain't washed your ass this morning. You're still musty. You still didn't take the chicken out when I told you. I still got to remind you to mop the floor.
Take the trash out, vacuum this, clean this, do that. You're not mature enough.
And I'm mad at you for that shit. I'm mad. I'll be mad because at the end of the day, while you're mad and you're emotional and you're saying what you're saying, your mama stuck to her guns, but that's your baby boy. That's your baby boy, and you got to give him something. You got to give him something to go on.
He got mama. He got mama.
You wouldn't add nothing to this mix.
He got mama. He got mama. Hold on. He got mama. No. You know what I mean? He got a mama. You know what I mean? That's
you
what
wouldn't add nothing to that?
What you want me to add to it?
I mean, this is what I did. Like, you got to take him to the social services. Look, your money. If his money's not your money, they got to get some help.
I've had conversations with this child. Like for me now, I've had conversations with my kids. I'm very raw with both my kids. All my kids. I'm raw with them, and I tell them the truth, and I let them know the scenarios and what's going on there. We have those dialogues. So after having those dialogues, and you go out there and get a chick pregnant. Nigga, you're on your own.
No, because guess what? You're saying what you're saying got nothing to do with what they comprehend. Because comprehension is what changes everything. I heard what you said, and yet I didn't believe you. They're 16. They thinking as a 16-year-old. Once again, they still musty. They still ain't washed their balls.
But you was grown enough you was out there to do some grown shit and get your dick sucked and impregnate somebody.
Of course.
You was grown enough to do that. So now everything else.
Whose job is it to grow them up? Whose job is it to grow them up? Whose job is it to grow the child up now?
What do you mean? I've been growing this child since he was a baby. I've been knowing. So now you went out here and you impregnated somebody?
And yet.
You got away with it the first time. You dodged the bullet.
Yes.
You dodged the bullet. We had the whole conversation. I went back to reiterate some shit. And and now you come back later because now your action was intentional. Now I'm taking it as an intentional because you turn and run that shit right back. Yep. You intentionally did it. So now I'm intentionally going to be like, fuck that kid.
Really?